the week. It's a rainy day, but yes, I am outdoors. I came to get a little quiet break and get some coffee. As you see, I have my mask on. That's the one I made. And since I'm sitting here in the drive-thru and it's nice and quiet, it's a good opportunity to give you guys an update. I hope you all are doing all right and are safe and healthy and maintaining during our lockdown. But I just wanted to keep you posted on how the last 2 weeks have been since our last video. And it actually has been really bad regarding the side effects of the hands and feet syndrome. I don't think this stuff does justice of how dark they look. And I can't show my feet now, obviously, but I'll post a picture at the end of the video. But they hurt really bad. Pretty much since I started the second cycle, it's like with the feet, it feels like stepping like on eggshells or like shards of glass. And it's worse when it's hot. So most people know I like to wear socks and be nice and warm and cozy, but I can't have my feet covered because when they burn, they start to throb, and I can actually feel it throbbing, and they get really dark and swollen. And so I try to walk around with no socks on, and even though they don't want me to walk around with no shoes because I can get blisters and things. Now, thankfully, I actually don't have blisters. And when I spoke to at a virtual meeting on Monday, an appointment with the nurse, and she says that if I was having some kind of sores or peeling, they would absolutely take me off of it. But at this point, she wants to give me the discretion to choose. And so I chose, since I only have one more round left, to go ahead and continue full force with the highest dosage and get the scans done. And I did ask to do the scans after the third round and not add an additional round, fourth round or fourth cycle. And so they agreed to do it after the third cycle, which is starting again next week. And my scan is scheduled for Friday, May 15th at 10. And I told them that if the scans show that this drug is actually working, then I'll continue on a lower dosage. But if it's not working, then we're just going to go on to the next one anyway. So I'd rather just go ahead and give it full force and see if it works. I only have one more cycle left. So this week off, hopefully there should be a reprieve and it should go away. And then the next week I'll try to push through those 2 weeks. And they said that if I needed to either reduce the dosage or stop completely in the middle of the third cycle, I could do that at any point. So I could do that because it is pretty bad. I can't grip the steering wheel, and it's hard to walk, and but just try to push through, and I'm a lot slower now, but it's amazing how the Lord is so gracious that even at this time, although of course we don't want the coronavirus and all that it's doing to other people, he's even in the small details, he was so merciful to allow this to happen at a time where I don't have to do a whole lot and go places, because like grocery shopping, that can happen. I couldn't be walking on my feet for grocery shopping. That'd be really painful. So but other than that, that's the only side effect I'm having. But I will say, it is out of the 6, this is the 7th drug that I've taken, and including radiation, this is by far the worst side effect, and most painful that I've had. But that is it. Other than that, I don't have anything else, and we're just, continuing at home, schooling and trying to take the kids out to get some fresh air and things of that nature. I've been able to make a few masks for some hospital staff at a local hospital that my friend works at, which that's fun to do. It's kind of hard with my hands, but so that's nice to do. Keep my mind on that. Although I'm having a problem finding recording because everybody's making masks, so I had to pause until I can get some more of the little cords behind your ears. But that is it. One thing though that I was really encouraged with that helps me to push through is the Lord reminded me that when I get to go home with him, he's gonna have the scars on his hands and feet. But by his grace and his mercy, I won't have any cancer. I won't have any more pain. None of that will be all gone. And so I know that this is just for a moment. And so, get through it, push through, and see what happens. So that is what gets me going through this. But that is really it. Nothing else has happened. Like I said, I've been keeping it kind of low-key, missing fellowship for sure. With people, but taking it day by day. So that is all. Please be praying for that. Like I said, the scan is May 15th, so I'll definitely let you. And then I meet with my oncologist on that Monday, the 18th, to discuss the results. So I'll definitely do a video then, if not before. But I hope you all are doing well. And I will talk to you soon. Take care. Hey, good morning, guys. So it's not Friday anymore. It is Monday morning, and hope you guys had a good weekend. I've been working on the last 2-3 days to figure out a way to how to add to the video I made on Friday, and finally just figured out a way to do it. And so this was a good time for me to make another video to add some more things that I didn't say on Friday to the drive-thru, and then I'll combine the video and send one. So hopefully it'll work out really well and really quickly. So anyway, what I wanted to share that I couldn't share or show you some things was this is like the glove that I wear at night, and it has like a gel pack on the inside. And this helps with the itching and obviously the swelling and the burning feeling, so that it keeps the moisture in and helps. Mostly, I've used it in the daytime, but I prefer it at night when I'm not so busy. And it really helps me to be able not to be woken up throughout the night with it itching or burning. So this is the glove that I wear, and this is the lotion that's really good for hand and foot syndrome. It's Utter Cream. I have a big one upstairs in the room, so I use this throughout the day on both my hands and feet to keep it moisturized, from keeping it from like cracking and stuff like that, and getting the blisters. So that's really helpful. This is an ice pack that I use. I just cover it up with a towel, and then I put it on the floor and sit my feet on it whenever I'm sitting. And so that helps to keep it cool and almost kind of like numb it up in a sense. So that helps a lot. And this is what my feet look like now. That helps. And that's what my feet look like now. And you saw my hand. Again, they're kind of darker than that. But this is the little mitten that I use to open things or hold things in the kitchen while I'm working in the kitchen, because my hands are so sensitive. Anything that I kind of hold kind of hurts it. So I use that. And so now that it's Monday morning, and it's been Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 4 days off, there has been some improvement where it doesn't hurt as much, but they still itch a lot, and they're so sensitive, especially on my hands and my feet, and they're so tingling in my feet, so it's not like it's completely gone. So I have decided to go ahead and ask for a dose reduction for this last cycle that starts on Thursday. So I'll talk to them this morning, and I'm sure they'll say yes, and it actually will work out, because it's not one pill that's a complete dosage. There's 5 pills. So instead of taking the 5 pills, they're each 500 milligrams. So instead of taking the 5 to get 2,500, I can maybe just take, I don't know if we'll reduce it to 2,000 and then just take 4 pills, or reduce it to 1,500 and take 3 pills. But that's what we'll discuss today. And then I'll start that on Thursday for the last cycle. So I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully that'll help, so it won't be so bad. I've read articles that says that the dosage doesn't really affect it, the efficiency of it, the efficacy of the drug. So going at a higher dosage won't necessarily mean that it's going to kill the cancer cells any better than at a lower dosage. So we'll try it because it's uncomfortable. So, and I also wanted to not just only, show you and explain to me what's going on, but also to kind of give you a little bit of a explanation as to why it happens. And I'll add a link on the bottom in the description if you are interested in more information, because I'm not a doctor. But what happens is this particular chemo drug, and there's a couple that are, and remember, chemo is not just one blanket drug that everybody gets. There are different type of chemo drugs. And so this particular one, as it goes through the blood and the capillaries, they kind of gravitate to areas that are warm. And if it's cold, that's why you put the ice, they go away from that area and travel to the rest of the body. But it gravitates to your hands and your feet, especially if they're warm. And I like hot showers. But anyway, so, and when they find that hot spot, they break out of the capillaries and they end up getting into your skin tissue. And then they gravitate, irritates it, and causes inflammation, swelling, and the irritation causes a darkening. And so that's how it gets to be called that's what hand and foot syndrome essentially is. The chemo drugs breaking out of the capillaries and entering into your skin tissue in those areas, and just affecting it in that kind of a way. So, like I said, there's more information down below to give a better explanation. So, I don't want to keep it long. I know combined together, it'll probably be over 10 minutes, trying to keep it shorter than that. But thank you for watching, and I hope it's helpful. And I'll keep you posted with how the new dosage does or goes. And then definitely, I'll let you guys know how the PET scan goes. So have a great week. Talk to you soon.